a retelling of Acts 4:32 through 37. Everyone in the movement was united in purpose and of the same essence. No one had private property or private possessions. Everything shared in common. They gave powerful speeches on the generative life and renewal of Jesus the Liberator, and by grace they were held. Their needs were met. Many people sold their homes to provide for the movement, the proceeds distributed to each person based on their need. Father Joe Cyprus sold his acres of prime real estate to provide for the movement and was renamed Barnabus-Encouraging Child. Private property is a sin. It is a violation against God. It is an idol that we hold and that we worship. For there is only one true being in the universe, in the cosmos, in creation, that could be considered owning, and that is God. The Liberator, God, the loving force, the generative force in the universe. And all things that we receive are received through God's abundance. All things that we hold, we are sharing and holding in common. And it is hard as a spiritual practice to live into putting our total and complete trust and dependency in God. It cuts against the grain of everything we are told in society, everything we're told in the world. To put our faith into God instead of our bank account is absurd. And the way that we can practice that spiritual practice, the way that we can move into that belief, is by putting our total trust and dependency in one another, truly caring for one another, getting rid of the idea that we have possessions, because if we have possessions and our neighbor does not, we are condemned by our own greed. We are to sell everything that we have and use the proceeds to care and hold for one another. And likewise, we are called to receive. If we have lack, if we have need, we are supposed to rely on our community and have our community provide for us. And if we do not reach out to our community and we are not involved in our community, not receiving support from our community, then that too is an idol of worshiping ourselves and worshiping self-dependency as opposed to reliance on one another and reliance on God. The early apostles knew this, the early church knew this, that is why they sold their possessions and held them in common. That is not a metaphor. That is a charge to the church and to the movement and the community. If we truly believe in community, we have to support one another with everything we have, and we have to be able to receive the gifts without pride and without arrogance, for we are a humble people united in purpose. Show our dependency on God, show the love of God, the abundance of God, and abolish private property.